Have you ever wondered what happens to the body and mind of older adults who engage in masturbation regularly? This is a topic that many shy away from, but it affects more people than you might think, especially those over 50. In a world where aging and sexuality are often treated as taboo, understanding the impact of this intimate practice on physical, emotional, and mental well-being is more important than ever. In this video, we will uncover the surprising truths backed by science, medical research, and psychology. We will explore how masturbation can be both a healthy and natural part of life as we age, as well as the potential risks when it becomes excessive. You'll learn about the benefits it offers for circulation, emotional relief, and self-connection, but also about the hidden dangers of isolation and dependency that many don't talk about. By watching until the end, you'll not only gain a deeper understanding of how masturbation affects the elderly, but also practical advice on maintaining a healthy balance in your life or the life of someone you care for. This isn't just about sexual health. It's about emotional well-being, relationships, and finding a sense of control and connection in the later stages of life. If you're ready to break the silence, understand the full picture, and discover the facts that could improve your quality of life, stay with us until the end. You won't want to miss the crucial insights we're about to share. If you are not subscribed, I recommend subscribing and activating the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me. And if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. This message is intended for adults who have embarked on the second half of their lives, a time when reflection, growth, and self-discovery take on new meaning. It's a stage filled with profound emotional and physical shifts, and among the many aspects of life that evolved during this period is the nature of sexual desire and intimacy. Today, we delve into a topic that remains deeply personal yet universally relevant: the nature of masturbation. Often misunderstood or surrounded by silence, this intimate act holds a timeless significance, one that transcends age. For many, it has been a source of not only physical pleasure, but also emotional release, a private sanctuary in moments of stress, loneliness, or longing. As we grow older, it continues to serve as a valuable and intimate expression of self-care, even as our bodies and minds change. The body is a living testament to the passage of time, and with each passing year, it undergoes a series of natural changes that influence everything from our energy levels to our emotional resilience, and of course, our relationship with physical pleasure. These changes are not only physiological, but deeply intertwined with our psychological and emotional well-being. As we age, the hormonal systems within us, once the driving forces of youth and vigor, begin to slow down. Testosterone and estrogen, two key players in the orchestra of sexual desire, naturally decline. This shift often brings with it a change in the frequency and intensity of our sexual urges. What once might have been a burning flame of youthful desire can evolve into a slower, steadier warmth. Yet, despite these changes, it's important to remember that the capacity for pleasure and intimacy remains. The desire doesn't fade. It simply transforms, taking on new forms and expressing itself in ways that are often gentler, more reflective, and more deeply connected to the inner self. For older adults, masturbation can be a pathway to maintain a meaningful connection with their bodies. In a world where the demands of life often prioritize others, whether it be family, work, or social obligations, this private moment becomes an act of self-affirmation. It serves as a reminder that even as the body ages, it still holds a capacity for joy, for sensation, for that intimate connection with oneself. Masturbation in later years becomes more than just an act of physical release. It can be a comforting way to explore and rediscover pleasure on one's terms. Free from the pressures or expectations that may have accompanied sexual experiences in youth, it allows for a deeper exploration of one's evolving desires, a space to reconnect with what feels good without the external noise that often surrounds intimacy. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment one below to let me know that you are still here with me. This stage of life, often marked by wisdom and reflection, offers a unique opportunity to redefine what pleasure means on an individual level. Gone are the hurried moments of youth, where sexual experiences were often driven by external validation or a sense of urgency. In their place is a slower, more thoughtful approach to pleasure, one that is focused on the self and what brings comfort, joy, and relaxation. For some, this might mean discovering new ways of experiencing pleasure, while for others, it might involve revisiting old habits with a fresh perspective, unburdened by the insecurities or anxieties that may have once clouded these intimate moments. Masturbation in older adulthood can also serve as a way to address the emotional and physical changes that come with aging. Many older adults experience shifts in how their bodies respond to stimulation. Changes in sensitivity, circulation, and even mobility can alter the way pleasure is experienced. But these changes need not diminish the enjoyment or the emotional benefits of sexual activity. In fact, by engaging in masturbation, older adults can continue to learn about their bodies, adapting to these changes with curiosity and acceptance rather than frustration or disappointment. The body may no longer respond in the ways it once did, but it is still capable of experiencing profound pleasure, sometimes in new and unexpected ways. Moreover, masturbation can play a role in overall well-being, contributing to a sense of emotional and psychological balance. In times of stress, anxiety, or even physical discomfort, it can offer relief and relaxation. For some, it serves as a form of meditation, a way to center themselves and reconnect with their bodies in a world that often feels chaotic or overwhelming. The release of endorphins during sexual activity can contribute to a sense of well-being and calm, helping to manage mood and emotional health. In this way, masturbation becomes not only a physical experience, but an emotional one as well, offering comfort and stability in moments of uncertainty or loneliness. Additionally, there is a certain freedom that comes with aging, a freedom from societal pressures and the often rigid expectations surrounding sex and intimacy. In youth, sexuality is often laden with external judgments, the pressure to perform, the need to conform to certain ideals, or the desire to please others. But in later years, there is an opportunity to let go of those pressures and focus inward, to engage with one's desires and needs without feeling the weight of outside expectations. Masturbation becomes an act of self-love, a private celebration of one's body and its capacity for pleasure, regardless of the passage of time. It's also worth noting that in older adulthood, masturbation can provide a way to maintain sexual health and vitality. The act of engaging in regular sexual activity, whether alone or with a partner, helps to keep the body's sexual systems functioning. It can improve circulation, support pelvic health, and even contribute to better sleep and mood regulation. By staying in touch with their sexual selves, older adults can continue to enjoy the benefits of sexual activity well into their later years. This continued engagement with one's body helps to foster a sense of agency and control over one's sexual health, which can be empowering in a world that often overlooks the sexual needs and desires of older individuals. In embracing these changes, masturbation in later life becomes not just a means of physical release, but a powerful act of self-empowerment. It is a way to affirm that the capacity for intimacy, pleasure, and emotional connection is not bound by age. The body, though it changes, remains a source of joy and comfort, capable of offering moments of quiet contentment, deep relaxation, and profound self-discovery. Through the simple act of connecting with oneself, older adults can continue to experience the richness of their sexuality, navigating this new chapter with grace, curiosity, and an enduring sense of fulfillment. Ultimately, masturbation in the later stages of life is a reminder that our relationship with our bodies and our capacity for pleasure does not have an expiration date. It is an intimate journey that evolves, deepens, and continues to offer opportunities for connection, self-care, and emotional well-being. By embracing this natural and healthy aspect of human life, older adults can continue to cultivate a sense of joy, satisfaction, and peace within themselves, celebrating the beauty of their bodies and the enduring nature of pleasure, no matter where they are in life's journey. The physical and emotional benefits of masturbation in old age are both profound and multifaceted. offering older adults a valuable way to maintain not only their sexual health, but also their overall well-being. Numerous medical studies have demonstrated that regular masturbation can have a host of positive effects on the aging body. One of the most significant physical benefits is that it helps sustain healthy blood circulation in the genital area, which is crucial for preventing tissue atrophy. As we age, the body's natural processes slow down, and the phrase, "use it or lose it," becomes especially relevant when it comes to sexual function. By engaging in self-stimulation, older adults can ensure that blood flow to this area remains active, supporting the overall health of their reproductive system and helping to avoid the discomfort or challenges that can arise due to disuse. Furthermore, masturbation in old age is a powerful mood enhancer due to the release of endorphins, commonly known as the happiness hormones. Endorphins are neurotransmitters that naturally reduce pain and induce feelings of pleasure and well-being. They act as the body's natural stress relievers, making masturbation an effective tool for managing stress and alleviating anxiety. For older adults who may face increased stressors from health concerns, changes in lifestyle, or feelings of isolation, the release of endorphins can be a crucial component in maintaining emotional balance and a positive outlook on life. The physical relief and pleasure derived from self-stimulation can also contribute to better sleep quality, an essential factor for overall health and vitality in later life. Many older adults struggle with sleep disturbances, whether due to health issues, anxiety, or simply the natural aging process. Masturbation can serve as a natural and enjoyable way to promote relaxation, easing the mind and body into a restful state that leads to improved sleep. On the psychological side, masturbation provides benefits that go beyond the physical sensations. For many older individuals, it acts as a powerful tool for self-discovery and self-acceptance, reinforcing self-esteem and cultivating a positive body image. This is particularly important because aging often brings with it a sense of losing control over one's own body. As the body changes, many individuals feel disconnected from their physical selves, perhaps lamenting the loss of youthful vitality or struggling with health issues that impact their daily lives. Masturbation allows them to reconnect with their bodies in a way that feels empowering and affirming. It reminds them that despite the natural process of aging, their bodies are still capable of pleasure and that they maintain control over their own sexual experiences. This sense of control can be deeply comforting, especially in a time of life when so much feels uncertain. Moreover, masturbation provides an opportunity for older adults to practice self-care in a deeply personal and meaningful way. It's an act that is entirely self-directed, free from the expectations or demands of a partner, and allows individuals to explore their desires at their own pace. This can be incredibly liberating, particularly for those who may have spent much of their earlier lives focusing on the needs and desires of others. In this stage of life, masturbation can become a private, intimate ritual that promotes both physical and emotional well-being, fostering a sense of autonomy and satisfaction that might otherwise be lacking. However, like any pleasurable activity, there are important considerations to keep in mind when it comes to masturbation in older age. While regular self-stimulation has numerous benefits, excessive or compulsive masturbation can lead to some unintended consequences. Physically, overstimulation of the genital nerves through constant masturbation can lead to hypersensitivity, making the area more prone to discomfort or irritation. This can create a temporary decrease in sensations as the body becomes accustomed to heightened levels of stimulation. Over time, this can result in the need for greater stimulation to achieve the same levels of pleasure, which can in turn lead to feelings of frustration or dissatisfaction. While this phenomenon is typically not permanent, it is important to be mindful of balance and moderation in all activities, including masturbation. From a psychological perspective, compulsive masturbation can sometimes become a coping mechanism for deeper emotional issues, such as loneliness, anxiety, or feelings of isolation. For some older adults, particularly those who live alone or are coping with the loss of a partner, masturbation may provide a sense of connection or comfort in the absence of other forms of intimacy. However, If this behavior becomes excessive, it may exacerbate feelings of loneliness or emotional distress rather than alleviating them. In such cases, it's essential to address the underlying emotional needs and seek out additional forms of support, whether through social connections, counseling, or other healthy coping strategies. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 2 below to let me know that you are still here with me. The real impact of excessive masturbation in old age goes far beyond the physical realm. In my experience, I have seen that for many older individuals, masturbation becomes an emotional escape, a way to fill the void created by loneliness, anxiety, or depression. As we age, it's common to experience these feelings, especially if social circles shrink, family connections become distant, or the inevitable loss of loved ones occurs. For some, masturbation offers a temporary refuge from these overwhelming emotions, providing a momentary sense of relief. However, when it becomes the primary or sole source of comfort, it can trap individuals in a cycle of even deeper isolation. Rather than seeking meaningful companionship, emotional support, or physical affection from others, some may retreat inward, using self-stimulation as a substitute for the emotional connections that nourish the soul. This disconnection from the world can intensify feelings of loneliness, creating a barrier between the individual and the outside world, and preventing them from engaging in more fulfilling relationships or social interactions. This emotional isolation can be particularly harmful in older age, a time when maintaining social bonds and emotional well-being is crucial for mental health. When masturbation becomes the go-to coping mechanism, it may stifle the desire to seek out healthy, enriching forms of interaction, whether it's rekindling old friendships, seeking new social connections, or even reaching out for professional support. Over time, this can exacerbate feelings of despair and loneliness, leaving individuals in a state of emotional withdrawal. Rather than being a source of solace, masturbation can become a coping strategy that dulls the pain but ultimately deepens the isolation. In my practice, I have seen that individuals who fall into this pattern often struggle to re-engage with life outside of themselves, leading to emotional stagnation and even greater disconnection from the joy and fulfillment that come from healthy, supportive relationships. From a medical standpoint, what do the studies say about the effects of constant masturbation in old age? Clinically speaking, masturbation itself is not inherently harmful, and for many people, it is a healthy way to maintain sexual function and emotional balance. However, like any behavior, when done in excess, it can have consequences. Research has indicated that older individuals who engage in compulsive masturbation may experience a range of side effects, including physical and mental fatigue. This fatigue can sap daily energy levels, making it harder for them to stay active or motivated in other areas of life. This is particularly concerning for older adults, as maintaining physical activity and mental engagement is essential for overall health and longevity. Regular exercise, social interaction, and mental stimulation are all critical for maintaining mobility, cognitive health, and cardiovascular function in old age. When excessive masturbation begins to replace these vital activities, it can have a detrimental effect on both physical and mental well-being. In some cases, compulsive masturbation may lead to a decrease in motivation to participate in physical exercise or engage in other hobbies and interests, which are crucial for maintaining a high quality of life as we age. Without these activities, individuals may experience a decline in physical health, including reduced mobility, muscle strength, and cardiovascular fitness. Mentally, the lack of engagement in stimulating activities can contribute to cognitive decline, making it even more difficult to break out of the cycle of isolation and emotional withdrawal. Over time, this can lead to a diminished sense of purpose and a lower overall quality of life. Another important aspect to consider is how excessive masturbation can affect interpersonal relationships in older age. While it's true that many older individuals live alone and may turn to masturbation to satisfy their sexual needs, for those who have partners, an over-reliance on self-stimulation can create challenges in their relationships. In some cases, frequent masturbation can replace the desire for intimate contact with a partner, leading to emotional and physical distance. I have seen situations where one partner becomes so accustomed to self-stimulation that they no longer seek or prioritize intimacy with their significant other. This can create tension in the relationship, as the partner may feel neglected, unwanted, or emotionally disconnected. Shared intimacy is an important aspect of relationships, especially in later life when physical closeness can offer comfort, emotional support, and a sense of connection. When masturbation becomes a substitute for this shared experience, it can create a rift between partners, leading to feelings of resentment or misunderstanding. In such cases, it's crucial to find a balance, ensuring that masturbation does not interfere with the intimate bond between partners. Open communication is essential, as both individuals need to understand each other's needs and desires. For some, masturbation may be a healthy part of their sexual expression, but it should not become a barrier to the shared experiences that strengthen emotional and physical connections with a partner. In many cases, couples may benefit from exploring ways to incorporate both self-stimulation and shared intimacy into their relationship, finding a balance that honors both their individual needs and their partnership. This might involve setting aside dedicated time for intimate moments together, while also allowing space for individual exploration. By fostering an environment of openness and mutual respect, couples can ensure that masturbation enhances their relationship rather than detracts from it. Emotionally and psychologically, excessive masturbation can often give rise to feelings of guilt or shame, particularly in individuals who were raised in environments where sexuality was stigmatized or treated as a forbidden, shameful topic. I have spoken with many elderly people who, despite experiencing physical pleasure through masturbation, also feel conflicted, torn between the sensations of enjoyment and a deep sense of remorse. This internal conflict can create a persistent tension that affects their emotional well-being, as they may feel trapped in a cycle of self-judgment. In these cases, it becomes crucial to recognize that sexuality, even in old age, is a natural and positive aspect of human life, one that should not be overshadowed by feelings of guilt or embarrassment. Sexuality is not something to be discarded or suppressed with age. It continues to be a meaningful part of human existence that contributes to emotional health and personal fulfillment. However, when masturbation becomes an emotional escape, especially if it replaces human contact, intimacy, or the pursuit of meaningful relationships, it may be necessary to explore other avenues for emotional support. For many, the act of self-stimulation can become a way to avoid confronting deeper feelings of loneliness, sadness, or dissatisfaction. Rather than addressing these underlying emotions through healthy relationships or seeking the comfort of loved ones, individuals might find themselves retreating into the temporary solace of masturbation. While there is no shame in seeking physical pleasure, if it begins to serve as a substitute for real human connection, it may be time to reflect on the root causes of this behavior. In such cases, talking to a therapist or counselor can be immensely helpful, offering guidance and support in navigating these complex emotions. Reaching out to friends or family members to foster closer relationships can also provide emotional nourishment that self-stimulation alone cannot offer. It's also important to dispel some of the myths and misconceptions that still surround masturbation in old age. Despite common fears, there are no long-term physical risks associated with masturbation as we age. Contrary to outdated beliefs, masturbation does not cause permanent damage to the sexual organs, nor does it accelerate the aging process. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 3 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Some people worry that frequent masturbation might lead to sexual dysfunction or even conditions like prostate cancer. But medical studies have shown no definitive link between masturbation and such diseases. Some research suggests that ejaculation, whether through masturbation or sexual activity, may help to maintain prostate health in men. This misinformation can add to feelings of guilt or anxiety for older adults, but it's important to remember that masturbation, in and of itself, is a healthy and natural activity when practiced in moderation. Physically, there are no adverse long-term consequences of masturbation, but as mentioned earlier, overindulgence can lead to temporary physical fatigue. For older adults, excessive self-stimulation can drain energy that might otherwise be directed toward activities that enhance overall well-being, such as physical exercise or social engagement. In some cases, individuals may experience a long-term decrease in the sense of relief or satisfaction from masturbation if it becomes too frequent. The body, much like the mind, needs balance, and over-reliance on any one source of gratification can diminish its positive effects over time. When practiced in moderation, masturbation in old age can be incredibly beneficial for both physical and emotional health. On a physical level, it promotes healthy circulation and helps maintain the elasticity of genital tissues, which is important for sexual health as we age. Good circulation is key to preserving the overall function and sensitivity of the sexual organs. Masturbation also provides a natural form of emotional relief, offering a way to release tension and stress in times of anxiety. The release of endorphins that occurs during sexual pleasure can uplift the mood, reduce stress levels, and provide a sense of calm and relaxation, which is particularly valuable for older adults who may face various stressors or emotional challenges in their daily lives. That said, like all activities, it is important to maintain balance. Masturbation is a healthy and natural expression of sexuality, but if it becomes a daily habit that interferes with other areas of life, such as social interactions, physical activity, or emotional fulfillment, it's essential to pause and reflect on the underlying reasons driving this compulsion. Excessive masturbation may be a signal that emotional or psychological needs are not being met elsewhere. If this is the case, finding healthier ways to address those needs is crucial. Engaging in activities that promote physical health, such as exercise or yoga, can help redirect energy in a more balanced way. Additionally, seeking out emotional support through friendships, group activities, or even hobbies that bring joy and fulfillment can help reduce the desire to use masturbation as a sole source of comfort. As we wrap up, it's important to take a moment to reflect on everything we've discussed. We've explored the natural and healthy aspects of masturbation in old age, along with the emotional, physical, and psychological benefits it can offer. We've also highlighted the importance of balance, recognizing when this practice can shift from being a source of relief to potentially becoming an emotional escape. Most importantly, we've touched on the significance of fostering human connections and seeking emotional support when needed. Now, we'd love to hear from you. What have you learned so far? Take a moment to think about one thing that resonated with you and that you'll bring into practice in your own life. Share your thoughts and experiences with us in the comments below. Your reflections might just inspire someone else. If you enjoyed this video, please leave your comment below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you won't miss any of our future content. Thanks for watching.